Hey you guys, welcome to your workout today. It's gonna be a fun one. I've got a quick 30-minute workout for you guys. We're gonna do focusing on the legs today. Props, I've got my ankle weights on and I have some little dumbbells. I've got 5 pounds today, so choose whatever feels good for you today. If you don't wanna use weights, that's totally fine as well. You don't need them, just to add a little bit of upper body into the workout today. So we're gonna start with a little warm up here. We're just gonna start with some butt kicks. We're gonna open up those arms, open up the chest, and then just switch. Legs going from side to side. Warming up the front of those legs as well. Good. Getting our breath. We're gonna always be using our core, so make sure you're activating it through this warm up so you're gonna get ready to go for the rest of the workout today. Filming from Scottsdale. It's a hot one already. Good. 3, 2, last one. We're gonna start to get a little bit quicker here with those butt kicks, going into a little running here. Just going side to side, activating through that core here. Good. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're gonna go leg pulls in. But we're starting just grounded for the first couple. Pulling that knee up into that chest. Working on our balance. Ooh, sorry. Balance a little bit here. We're gonna start to lift the heel, slowly come down. Ooh, get your balance. Doing a little calf raise here. Getting those calves warmed up. Good. Oh my goodness, that side is hard for me today. Gotta activate through my core, get that balance ready. We've got some balance work in here today. Good. Last 2. Last one. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna go into some hip openers. You're bringing that knee up and then opening it up to the side, bringing it down and around. Good, you guys. Last 3, 2, last one each side. Good. You're gonna open those legs up a little bit wider now. We're gonna go into some side lunges. So you're touching that opposite leg down to the mat, sitting back into that heel. Just going side to side. Activation through the core. Just focus on that too as you're going through this warm up. Good. Last 2. Last one. Good. Just let your arms hang down in the middle, head hang down low. You can rock side to side for a second. We're gonna open up. Right arm's gonna go up towards the sky. Take a deep breath with that twist. Opposite arm. Good, one more each side. Just opening up that chest. Good, bring your arms, elbows into your hands. We're gonna sway side to side for a second. And then bringing those hands down. You're gonna slowly activate that core to roll back up. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders back. Bring your legs in, shake out the legs, and we are all ready to go for our workout today. We have a couple different series here. So we're gonna do a squat series, a lunge series, and then we're gonna do some mat work, some bridging. So get ready for that, and we're gonna add in a couple of hits as well just to get those heart rates up. So they're gonna be shorter today. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into the work. going to grab onto my weights. We're going to start into the work now. So we're starting in a parallel position with our legs. So toes are facing forward. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. If you want them a little wider, that's totally fine as well. I like to take mine a little wider for my squats. So we're going to do a little squat series here. I have my 5-pound dumbbells. You can use whatever weights you want here. We're just going to sit back into a parallel squat. And then as you come up, your arms are going to swing back slightly. So you're just pressing those arms back to activate those triceps. Just a little bit behind your body here. Mostly focusing on that leg work. So pressing into those heels as we lift. Activation through the core, zipping up through that pelvic floor. Trying to think of it like you're grabbing a handkerchief and pulling it up. Good, you guys. Sitting back into those heels. You can even wiggle through your toes to make sure you're not putting too much pressure into those toes here. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1. We're going to switch it. So you're going to start to lift one leg, sit back into that squat, and then lift the opposite leg up, bringing it down slow and controlled here. So it's not a fast movement here. We want to use that inner thigh to control that leg down. Getting some balance work in here, using our core. Good. So you're activating outer thigh as you press that leg up, inner thigh as you come back, using your core to balance here. Sitting back into those heels still. Good. A few more each side. Last 3, 2, last 1 each side. Good, we're gonna sit low in that squat, tiny pulses here. Just up an inch, down an inch. Sitting back into those heels. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back into those full squats, pressing those arms behind you as you stand. Make sure we're focusing on our breath here. Inhale, exhale as you stand, pressing through those heels. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. We're going to sit low in that squat again. You're going to lift one heel up. Woo, bug in my face. Opposite heel up. So you're just alternating, lifting one heel, slowly setting it down, trying to articulate through those feet here. This fly loves me right now. Trying to sit low into those heels. Try to sit that butt down low here. Good. Just lifting one heel, articulating through the foot as you come back down. A few more each side. Awesome job, you guys. Last 3, 2, last 1. Let's go through center one more time here. Last few of these. And then we're out of this squat series. Good, you guys. Last 4, 3, using that power for 2. Last 1. Awesome job. Okay.
Last thing in this squat series, we're doing a little HIIT to get our heart rates up before we move on to the next series. So we're gonna go into that squat. You can make your legs a little wider here if that feels good for you. We're gonna sit back into the squat and we're gonna just be holding that squat in cross punches for 20 seconds on, 10 off. We're gonna do that 4 times and then we will be done with that little series. So let's get into it. Let's sit back into that squat. We're starting now. Good. Punches across the body. Awesome, you guys. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting up for a second, shake it out. You got 10 seconds of rest. Ish. I'm counting in my head, so let's see how it goes. In 3, 2, 1. We're sitting low. Good, you guys. Holding that low squat here. You have 5, 2, and 1. Standing, shaking it out for a second. Awesome job, you guys. 2 more here. 3, 2, 1. Sitting it low. Punching it out. Using that core here. Good, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Last one. Sit it low and let's do it. Last set here. Awesome, you guys. Use that breath. Sit it low. Can you get a little lower here? Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and done. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. You can take a sip of water. We're gonna move on to that next series here. I hope you're feeling good and warm. Let's get into that next series. So we're going into a little lunge series here. Holding those weights again. We're gonna go into a backwards lunge to start. So you're sitting back into that. Let's go with our left heel in front to start. Tapping the toes. We're gonna lift our arms as our knee comes up and then sit back, arms go low. So we're popping that knee up. Arms are gonna lift into a little shoulder press here. So you can tap the toe and then use that balance. Micro bend in that left knee so you're not hyperextending here. Sitting it low. Awesome, you guys. Using that core here to help pull that knee up. Nice job, you guys. A couple more here. Awesome work. Last one. We're gonna sit low in that lunge, tiny pulses, up an inch and down an inch. Holding that core in tight. I lost my balance for a second here. Making sure that core is active. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're coming up. Our arms are gonna go overhead. You're gonna drive that knee as your arms come down. So you're crunching elbows to knee. Micro bend in that left leg. So we're working a little core here. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit that down. Shake it out for a second. We're going right into a curtsy lunge here. So we're going to sit, cross that right leg behind the left leg, tap that foot, and then we're going to open it up to the side into a fire hydrant. So we're curtsy lunge, tap, fire hydrant out to the side. Arms are just hanging down by our side, adding that extra weight here for us. Trying to sit back into that left heel. Getting into that right outer thigh, glute here. Trying to stand up tall, thinking like you have a string pulling your head up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Trying not to bend over to the side here as you move that leg out. Using that oblique to help you. Good. Last two. Last one. We're sitting into that curtsy. Tiny pulses here, making sure that the knee isn't going over the toes here. So we're sitting back into that heel. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming up. Just doing that fire hydrant. So micro bend in your left knee here. Using your core to help you balance. Good. That glute should be on fire now. Left glute, that standing glute, supporting one. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake that out. We're going into our little HIIT, and then we're going to move on to the other side. So we're going to go 20 on, 10 off again, 4 times through. We're going to go into a squat. You're going to punch down, come through the middle, opposite side, arm is coming down. All right, let's start it in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sitting low into those heels. Awesome, you guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out for a second. 10 seconds here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, you guys. Awesome, already halfway. Three, 2, 1. Rest for 10. Halfway done. Awesome, awesome work, you guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Getting our sweat here. Awesome, you guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. Last set. Catch your breath for a second. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Last one here. Give it your all. Awesome, you guys. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Set those down for a second. Get a sip of water. We're switching over to that opposite side here. Whew. Okay, we're going to take it over to that other side now. So if you started with me, we're going back to the right leg here. Right leg's going to be in front. We're sitting back into that lunge. We're going to tap, lift, push through the shoulders, push those arms overhead. Good, using the core to help lift that knee up. Making sure we're not locking out through the right leg. Finding that balance here. Good, you guys. Sitting low into that right heel. The knee should be over the top of that ankle, not going over those toes. Good. Last 2. And last one here. We're gonna sit back into that lunge, sitting low, tiny pulses, up an inch, down an inch. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting it up. Arms are gonna go overhead, pulling that knee down, knee up as the elbows come down. Micro bend in that right leg. Standing up tall here, using your core to find that balance. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Checking that out for a sec. We're gonna sit back into that curtsy now. So we're going back into the curtsy, knees over the ankle. You're gonna stand and lift into that fire hydrant. So just a small tap. Try not to put so much weight into that left leg. Try to keep as little weight as you can. Good. Awesome work, you guys. Good. Let's go for 2. Last one. We're gonna sit low into that curtsy, tiny pulses, up an inch, down an inch. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. Just doing that fire hydrant here. Tiny bend through that right knee. Ooh, working out in the desert. Oh yeah. Getting sweaty. It's heating up here. Ooh. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Shake that out for a second. We are gonna move on to the floor in a second. We're gonna have our last HIIT before we do that. So we're gonna go for some jumping jacks. You're gonna use those weights. We're gonna go there, 20 on, 10 off, just as we've done before. We're going 4 times, and then we are done with the HIIT for today. So let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whew, 5 pounds for these is fun. Good, you guys. Good. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest for 10. Shake it out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Using your core here. Good, you guys. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest for 10. Halfway done. Good. 2, 1, and go. Good, you guys. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds, last set. Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here, give it your all. Good, you guys. Halfway done. Good, 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome, awesome work, you guys. Take a sip of water and we're gonna make our way down to the mat. Okay, so we're coming down to the mat. We're gonna have a little bridging to finish this little section. And then you guys are gonna cool down and be done for the day. So we're gonna go into a bridging position. So you have your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, just in line with your knees and in line with your hips. Arms are gonna be down by your side. You're gonna start to press, rolling up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, holding at the top for a second, and then slowly starting to tuck and roll down. So everything's starting from your core. So you're gonna press that lower back in first, and then rolling up through that spine, holding at the top for a second, and then activate that lower core before you start to roll back down, setting that tailbone down last. And then inhale at the bottom. So you're exhaling, pressing that lower back into the mat, rolling up, inhale at the top, expanding those ribs, and then exhale, slowly start to roll back down. Awesome, you guys. A few more here. Use your breath. Really try to expand through those ribs as you inhale. And then pull your core together and zip your core together as you exhale. Belly button to spine. Good. Last two. Last one, you're gonna hold up at the top, tiny pulse down and back up. Feeling like you have a string pulling that core up. So you're leading with that core here, pressing through those heels. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go back into that full, inhaling at the bottom, exhale. Activate the core as you roll up. A few more here. Good. We're gonna hold up at the top on this next one. We're gonna press those outer thighs out and then squeeze the inner thighs back into parallel. So again, you're gonna activate those outer thighs to press out. Really think about those muscles. It's a slow and controlled movement here. Keeping those hips up. Good. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Slowly rolling back down. You're gonna come back up. We're gonna keep our left leg down, bring our right leg up into tabletop. You're gonna start to press that right leg out and then pull it back into tabletop. So you're pointing through those toes, lengthening through that right leg. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that right leg down. You're going to roll back down. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale. Pressing back up. We're going to go 2 here. Slowly coming back down, rolling through the spine. Good. Coming up, holding at the top. You're going to press through the right heel now. Left leg comes into tabletop. Lengthen through that left leg and then bend it back to tabletop. Almost done here, you guys. Nice job. Good. Last 5, 4, last 3, 2, last 1. Setting that left leg down, slowly rolling it back down. We're gonna go 2 more here. You're gonna inhale, bring your arms overhead and keep them overhead as you slowly roll back down, trying to get length through that spine. And then bring your arms back down by your side. Do 2 more just like this. And then we're into our cool down, you guys. Awesome job, you guys. Pressing through those heels. Lengthen through those fingertips. And slowly roll back down. Awesome job. Hugging your knees into your chest. And rock side to side for a second. Good. You're going to bring your right leg over the top of your left. Pull that shape in, that figure 4 stretch. Getting into that right glute here. Good. And then you're going to lengthen through that left leg, pulling that right knee into your chest. Lengthen your left arm above your head to get more length through that hip flexor. Good. And then you're going to pull that leg across your body for a twist here, looking over towards your right hand. Keep trying to keep that right shoulder down on the mat. Bringing that back through center. You're going to take the left leg over the top of the right, pull that shape in. Try to press your hips down towards the mat as you pull in so you get a deeper stretch in that left glute, left hip. Good. Pulling your left knee into your chest now, lengthening through that right leg, right arm overhead, getting that length through the hip flexor here. Deep breaths. Pulling the leg across your body. You're going to open up through that left arm, looking over to the left, keeping the left shoulder down on the mat for that twist. Nice job, you guys. We're going to slowly come up. Coming onto all fours for a second. You're going to take a hip flexor stretch here. So we're going to leave our left leg down on the mat. Bring your right leg into a lunge position and then just sit into that hip flexor stretch. And you can straighten through the right leg, flex that foot up towards your face so you can stretch through that right hamstring, sitting back toward the left heel. Coming back into that hip flexor stretch one more time. And then stretching out through the hamstring one more time. Nice job, you guys. Switching legs, left leg comes into the front, sitting into that hip flexor stretch. Straightening through the left foot is flexed toward your face, stretching out through that left hamstring. Coming back through that hip flexor stretch one more time. And then stretching it back. Good. You're gonna come with your feet together in the front to stretch out through those inner thighs. The butterfly here. You can just take a little rock side to side on those hips and then settle. Start to hinge forward. Back straight to start, and then as you can't go forward anymore, you can start to round through that back and just let your head hang. And then slowly start to roll back up. Head is the last thing to come up, and you guys are done today. Awesome, awesome work. I hope that you guys liked the workout today. You got sweaty, felt warm, and you're leaving with some great energy to go through the rest of your day. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, requests for future workouts, please let me know in the comment section. I love to hear from you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next workout.